Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you were trying to figure out what is the best build for 2K20 or how to make your build the best build so you can hit 99 overall. Well, I'm here to help you guys. If you guys did not know, I played competitively on 2K for the last 3 years. I've been in the 2K League for 1 season, and I'm going to tell you guys real quick how to make the best build or how to make your build the best for you. Alright, y'all, let's get into the details of this video, but first make sure that you are subbed up, make sure you have your notifications on for any future 2K20 videos that are coming out. Alright, so there are things that are always important in every single 2K. So in 2K20, it's going to be similar. Like, you're always going to need a point guard, you're always going to need a center, you're always going to need shooters. That's just how 2K works. You're never going to have 5 lockdowns on the court. I'm sorry, that's not how it's going to work. Lockdowns, obviously, last year were really important, but we'll see next year if they're still going to be good. They should be, but if you're trying to go for a build that's definitely going to be important every year, point guards, centers, shooters are always consistently important. All right, next thing we're going to talk about is wingspan. If you are a non-dribbling build or you're not a shooter, max out your wingspan. Doesn't matter what you are, lockdowns, centers, slashers, it's going to help you get steals, blocks, and even dunk at the rim. So you want to have max wingspan. If you're a point guard or a shooter, lower than average wingspan or regular wingspan is where you want to go because it's going to help you with your three-point shooting, and it's also going to help you with your ball control, which doesn't matter as much this year because it's based off your speed with ball for your dribbling tiers, but you still want to have high ball control regardless. All right, the next thing that's actually really important this year is your weight. Your weight determines your speed with ball rating, and this year speed with ball rating is tied directly to your ability to speed boost and your ability to get the highest tier dribble animations. So if you're a point guard or a shooter, you want to make sure that you're the lowest weight possible. If you're a slasher, you want to either raise your weight by 10 pounds or lower it by 10 pounds because you don't want to be able to not dribble, and you want to make sure that you can still get good contact dunks. So you don't want to make it minimum because if you do that, you won't get contacts, and you don't want to make it maximum because if you do that, you will not be able to dribble. For lockdowns, you want to lower it a little bit, but you don't want to minimize it because you still want to get box outs if you're switching on defense. And then for centers, you want to raise it quite a bit, but you don't want to max it out because you'll have super low lateral quickness. You can't switch on defense. You can't step up on shooters. You don't want to minimize it because you're just going to get bodied in the paint. It's pretty simple. All right, y'all. Now, next one is heights. This might be a little controversial for a couple of you guys because I know a lot of you guys, myself included, really like tall wing players, but from what I've heard from 2K, what I've heard from Mike Wang is that they've been saying they're nerfing 6'9" to like 6'11" players. They're not going to be able to get up and down the court nearly as quickly. They're not going to be able to guard ball nearly as well as they have previously. If there's a size mismatch, it's going to be a thing this year is what they've been saying. So based off of that information, here's what are my recommended heights for each position. If you're a point guard, you want to be 6'4" or shorter because you get the fastest possible releases and a high speed with ball, but you're still not like 6'2". 6'2" is probably too short. 6'3" is probably the minimum height I'd go for a point guard. For shooting guards, 6'6", 6'7" is probably the right height. If you're a lockdown, you definitely want to be 6'6" or 6'7" maximum. I wouldn't go 6'8". I think that's probably too tall this year, but we'll have to wait and see. Small forwards, I would say 6'8", 6'9". If you're a slasher, 6'8" is probably a fine height. Power forwards, if you're a shooter or something, I'd say 6'10", 6'11" is probably the max height you want to be, maybe 7 feet tall. If you're a center, 7 feet tall is definitely the max height you want to be because if you're any taller than that, you're not really going to be able to help on pick and roll defense, and you're not going to really be able to get back in fast breaks and stuff, and you want to be able to be mobile enough to help with that sort of stuff and get rebounds, be athletic. 6'11" is the perfect height I feel like for a center, but we'll have to see going into next year what the meta ends up being. Okay, the last thing I want to do is give you a few tips to help you avoid any mistakes in making your build. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that if you're a point guard, upgrade your defense a little bit. I understand it's not that interesting to upgrade your defense and you're mostly focused on making passes and shooting the ball, but if you played 19, you know that on defense, people attack you at point guard because you're the shortest player on the court, you got the least amount of defense, so make sure if you're a point guard, at least upgrade your defense a little bit so that you can get passing lane steals. Next thing, if you're at lockdown, make sure you're upgrading your shooting as much as you can early on. Make sure that you're able to shoot out of the corner consistently because your badges are tied to your ratings, so make sure that you're upgrading your shooting so that you can get corner specialist and that you can shoot in the corner reliably. Alright, next thing is, if you are definitely going to be a center next year, making sure you're making an inside center build and an outside center build because in 19, it went from inside center builds to outside center builds and then back to inside center builds because jump shots were broken. In 20, we don't know if jump shots are going to be broken or not, so I'd recommend if you're definitely playing center next year, make an inside build, make an outside build so that you can cater to whatever offense you're going to run in Pro-Am or in Park. Okay, and very last thing, just go into 20 with a clean slate. follow the guidelines I gave you, but make your own build, upgrade them however you want. Make sure that you are doing something that fits your strengths. Do not make a player based off of what other people want you to make. Make it based off of what you want to do in the game, and you will succeed at a high level. If you have a really unique build that's not the normal build that's going to be the best build in the game, quote unquote, then that's cool because you can make interesting videos off of it. You can do whatever you want. Other people are going to be interested in your build if you are successful at what you do and you build a build based around what you're already good at. That's my last tip. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace, guys.